Hi everyone, I'm Max.
I'm Marla. Welcome to video 2 of our Pacific adventure. We left Hawaii and are now on our way to French Polynesia. Another 5 days at sea. We will be out of the United States for the next 82 days, visiting 16 countries, so stay tuned.
This past few days has been all about Hawaii, and first stop was Honolulu. And if you haven't been to Honolulu and are planning a vacation to Honolulu, my first piece of advice would be stop and rebook somewhere else because there's nothing in Honolulu. It is just a big city, too many people, hot, humid. It's the worst of the Hawaiian Islands, but we did spend a day there, and it was good to get off the ship finally. And really, all we did was we did some early morning sightseeing, and we actually found a really nice shopping area. And Marla picked up a couple of things, and it was an okay day. And then probably the highlight was we found a very local feeling craft beer place, and we had some street tacos and tried, I think, 3 of their beers.
Right. It was called Off the Wall, and it was one of those places. They have them around Kansas City, I know, where you have a card and you just put the card in the little slot and you pour your own beer, and it just adds up how many ounces you poured and then charges you accordingly.
Second stop was Kauai, and we had been to Kauai also before, so we didn't do anything touristy. For the second day in a row, we actually went to Walmart. All my careful planning, I'd started packing a month ahead of time, and somehow I only had about 3 pair of underwear. So after going commando and reusing my underwear for a few days, we stocked up. I have plenty of souvenirs to leave for the rest of the trip, but we picked up a few things at the Walmart, and then we just walked back to the ship. But that was actually pretty nice. We stopped at this beach. So it's our first beach in Hawaii, right near the ship, near where the ship docked, and got into the water a little bit. And then we went to this Irish bar, the Naughty Rooster, and had a really nice lunch and some very cold beers, which was nice.
Right, after the long walk uphill to Walmart.
Yeah, that day, just the walk from the ship to Walmart and back was over 6 miles. Right. It was a little bit of a hike. But the Night Rooster was a nice lunch, and they have this long bar. There had to be 20 seats at that bar, and no one was sitting there, so we took seats at the bar, and some older guy and I think his son came in, and rather than picking any other seat, they decided to sit in the 2 seats right next to us. I mean, seriously, who does that? That's ridiculous. But we enjoyed the lunch.
We enjoyed it, and we saw the owner of the Naughty Rooster, which was actually a rooster that was perusing the grounds of the inside the bar. So that was entertaining. They kept trying to shoo him out, and instantly he would come back in.
Yeah, if you've never been to Kauai, our informal census would be there's probably about 3 chickens to every person. They are everywhere.
Right, everywhere. And they don't mind people. They just keep doing their own thing.
Right.
Our third stop was Kahului, Maui, which I don't think either one of us have ever been to Kahului before.
No.
And there's really not a lot there. We found a beach that we decided to walk to. It was about 1.5 miles or so from the ship, and got there, actually found a turnoff before we got to where we were planning to go, and found a beach that was completely deserted. We sat there for probably an hour in the shade, just relaxing and watching I guess you'd call them surfers. They were actually on like the hoverboard surfboards. So they weren't actually surfing. They were just going around on the water. It was interesting to see them do that. And we afterwards headed to a local, supposedly it's the second, or no, it's the best fried chicken chain in the US the past 2 years. Never heard of it. It's called Jollibee, and it was recommended by one of our servers in the main dining room. Her name is Princess. And so we decided to walk there. Dennis had ordered something just because he wanted to try it, and definitely not worth the extra mile and a half I think we walked to get there and back in the heat. But we did it, so we can check that box that we've had a Jollibee.
Right. If you never heard of it like us, it's a big Philippine fast food restaurant. Princess is from the Philippines. That's why she's a big fan.
Right. Our final stop, was Kona, which it was definitely by far the favorite. We decided that Princess put the itinerary in order from worst to best because Kona was absolutely great. Um, the weather was a little bit cooler, a little bit of a breeze because we were truly on the water. It was a cute little town. We just walked around. There's a place, it's called Kaiki Beach Queen's Bath, which Kaiki, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, is children. It's a children's beach. And we went there, found it on the map. Google tried to get us there, but the way they tried to get us there, it was a private road, even though all the beaches are public. We couldn't go down the private road. We actually got stopped by a security guard. And finally, because I was determined to see it, we finally found our way there, and it was worth it. It was a beautiful spot, very calm area. You had the black lava everywhere, and just to see the beach. We could see the ship from that beach, which was nice. And after that, we just walked around for a while and found a place that is called On the Rocks. I think it was Huggo's on the Rocks. Beautiful place. We sat there right on the water and enjoyed a few beers, just relaxed. They told us that, of course, the week before they had lots of whale sightings, but we knew the day we were there they wouldn't appear, and they did not. So we just sat there, had a couple of beers, got back. Kona was a tender shuttle or a tender shuttle stop, and we had to wait a bit in the heat for the tender to go back, but it wasn't too bad for one of us. One of us was miserable, but we made it back, and that was the end of our Hawaii stop. So now we're back at sea.
All right. And for the most part, the evenings this week are carbon copy of last week, with the difference being we still did went to the karaoke. We did not participate, thank goodness, and we did some trivia. But last week we just kind of were spectators at trivia. This week we decided to put our toe in the water, and we did one hit wonder trivia, and we did okay.
Mm-hmm.
We finished second, which is silver's good. Okay, so our second attempt was Motown trivia, and we actually did very good there. We were teamed up with Peter and Deidre, which are people we met on the ship from Dubai. Peter's originally from Liverpool, Deidre's from Dublin, but they now live in Dubai. And we did really good. We got 20 out of 20 of the songs, and we gave ourselves 18 and a half out of 20 for the artists. But some group claimed they got 40 out of 40 on this, which you're grading your own paper, so who knows? But it was good enough for silver again, and they gave us a bottle of champagne, which we
Gave away.
Yeah, we gave to someone else. That's not our thing, but that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was fun.
I promise we did not make it to the theater again this week, and we will at some point do it, but we're just not in a hurry. It's not our thing. So feedback from the first week or from the first video was that people would like to see more of the ship, and we want to do that. We're trying to keep these videos short. The first one's way too long. This one appears to be getting way too long, but we plan on at least showing off the room, and maybe showing some food from one of the specialty dining
Right.
restaurants, and tried to. I love the feedback. Thank you, and we will start showing more of the ship. And this is be the good opportunity to start that where we're
There's
just at sea.
right, nothing else to see.
So if people have other things they'd like to see in these videos, contact us. We like that feedback.
And that's it for now.
That's it for video 2. Hope you keep watching.
Yep. Aloha.
Aloha.